Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Here it is, just... You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of. Still trying to get used to that smell of char.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that boom?
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Ah, that burnt reek. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon. And...
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
Those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like Father, you'll look beyond appearances.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard, picking and choosing what he inherits. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
You reached a new milestone.
See what slander Edvard Prince and Bright Sands.
Samuel's child is...
He twists every article in his favour at our and Father's expense. Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labour for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
Peddlers say there's nowhere to take it.
You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place. Everything you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue. You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
Game saved.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Ready to repay my charity? Repay me now, or sell up? Tell me you've managed something. Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no ship to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. Everybody on board? Good.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry.
That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
You reached a new milestone.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak. With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
Our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
You people and you.
Workforce shortage.
Spare a thought for us? Help us out, will you, boss?
Fancy making hay while the sun shines, I've somewhat to put before a townsperson. Keen as a three-legged goat!
Haven't you ever wanted help, Gov?
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
You reached a new milestone.
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
Game saved.
I'm never afraid to ask twice.
We all like a nap in the orchard.
A little love is all we ever wanted. You will not spoil my plans with your... We lack the requisite material. We've only a skeletal work gang. Spare a thought for us?
Not worth reading.
Help us out, will you, boss? Cure! A promise kept. Where are my sails?
Game saved. A fire broke out.
Fire runs wild. Fight this inferno fast.
Your city has grown uglier.
Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
It cannot be. These names are those father trusted most. Barristers, doctors, academics.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good. He certainly knows how to silence his critic.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question. Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
Game saved.
There ain't enough of us.
Look busy, people.
I got me family.
Workforce shortage.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
Fields might help.
Workforce shortage.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
Commission for the royal fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we? I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise. Father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's Peachy Island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal. I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here is beyond redemption.
I was made to scrub Mr. Bleakworth's scabby back once.
Traitor or not, Samuel wouldn't have wanted his people to...
The way Mr. Bleakworth treats us, I don't blame you. Forget escape. And to what? Edvard's new vision.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
Watch your fingers,
Samuel Goods, engineer? Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
That's the least I'm due for mine. He is ready for transportation. Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreant.
Production has stopped. Production has stopped.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first impression, eldest. Any friend of father is a friend of ours.
I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold. Your father treated me like a human being. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but it won't bring Samuel back. Mining for you, mining for Eli. What's the difference? Bright Sands will never be matched, if that's what you're set on. Game saved. Production has stopped.
Ain't perfect, but what is?
Production has stopped.
I've no complaint.
Done.
Not too many changes, I hope.
I'm still waiting for the boom.
If you insist, diverting. Anything else? Then I'll send it out.
You honor this immortal.
I know.
Something for all seasons.
Done. Game saved.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
My apologies! That was indeed impressive! Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
A special edition for a special happening. This may...
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
You are trying, at least. I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
There is no shame in producing weapons if it is in defense of the realm, eldest.
Every field has its weeds.
Game saved.
check copy? Printed news ever die out? Why should it? Not an inclination of yours, is it? I'm certain they won't read between the lines. Of course, you know what's best.
Ship constructed.
It's a surprise inspection.
We assist however we may. Schooner reporting.
I present my humble. All in Her Majesty's name.
I find myself looking up to you, as the youngest often will.
Game saved.
No fertility of that sort there.
Ceasefire has ended.
I can finally let go that pent-up gas.
We've run out of cabins.
Nothing's easy, is it? I need help with me lowly troubles. Fancy making hay while the sun shines, master? We'll gather and toast your elf.
I'm starting to wonder if you can't turn things around.
We need more farmhands. What brings you here, master?
Your city has grown uglier. An explosion in one of your factories.
Not too many changes, I hope. The idiot is back. Oh, heavens, I thought you were the photographer. I think they'll swallow it. Censorship is not always the cranny of the corrupt.
Being safe. Workforce shortage.
Can't bring back your father, but his spirit...
Ship constructed. Your city has grown more beautiful. The fire left ruins behind.
Ready?
Stores are inundated.
Look busy, people.
These are good times. Grease the wheels, Governor.
father had that same steely look.
Ship constructed.
We've run out of cabins.
She's small, but she's keen.
Ah, yes, the bright. Pull up your braces. Righty-ho.
Aye.
Game saved.
My curiosities come from far and wide. For the more discerning customer.
Not bad for a big bus.
Means a lot to Arn.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
A fire consumes one of your factories.
Have you heard the expression?
The fire has been vanquished.
You need a warehouse, you do.
It's all prepared. Can I interest you in this recently polished app? There is anything else? Then I'll send it out.
You reached a new milestone.
There ain't enough of us.
Game saved. Workforce shortage. Competitors are now at war.
It's no bright sands, but it really is something.
Workforce shortage. Ceasefire has ended.
Failed? Ooh, I feel a ghastly surge coming on.
Workforce shortage.
Sir Archibald.
competitors have reached a trade agreement. Workforce shortage.
Please let us play in the lower fields.
We need more farmhands. We're taking every care.
Game saved.
Oh, you talk of the privileged.
Workforce shortage.
You need a warehouse, you do.
Reflects the times. You look as radiant as ever. You know what's best? That is a wonderful idea. Of course, you know what's best.
So lovely to meet you, dearie. But a word of advice. Always watch your back.
we make the best of what we have. No space left here.
It's a surprise inspection.
We put our love into this.
Game saved.
You people and your... Land ain't right for farming, that.
We've run out of cabins.
Life is so-so. You needs a warehouse, you do.
Game saved.
No space left here.
Workforce shortage.
One final look. The idiot is back. Oh heavens! I thought you were my publishing house. I mean, I am so grateful to work in your publishing house. Censorship is not always the cranny of the corrupt.
Your people oppose you. Find a way to solve this dangerous predicament soon.
You reached a new milestone.
Does what they be wanting not matter now?
The city has grown uglier.
Time to go against the grain. Heartless.
We don't need them. They need us.
Workforce shortage. Your city has grown more beautiful.
We need more farmhands.
I'm not sure you'll be one to get your mitts dirty.
Workforce shortage. Game saved.
We've run out of cabins.
You need a warehouse, you do.
It's all how you're born, innit?